USA Warrior Stories is a not-for-profit organization designed to record, archive, and share videos of veteran stories, to help veterans make a connection with one another and to help us all better understand their sacrifices for our freedoms.
Hi, my name's Eileen Shanahan. I'm the founder and president of Warrior Ranch Foundation. And what we do here is, through horse interaction, we provide a safe haven of health and well-being for veterans, first responders, and horses in need. Unfortunately, our veterans and first responders are committing suicide at an alarming rate. Also, there are over 100,000 unwanted horses in the United States. America's heroes rescuing America's icon. That's what Warrior Ranch is all about. We rescue, retrain, and repurpose horses, and we teach our participants the nature of horses. They start to learn about themselves in communicating with the horse, because it's all done through body language, so that helps them. But then they're also helping the horse, because we teach them basic exercises, and they help us with the horses. So it's a second chance for both human and horse. This program gives our veterans a path and a purpose. They come to the ranch, help us with the horses, and in turn they're helping themselves, whether they realize it or not. The horse can feel your heartbeat from 5 feet away, so they can feel your energy. Whatever energy we're giving off, that horse is going to replicate. They mirror our energy. So that's how you get to know about yourself. For example, you can say, "Hey Eileen, how you doing?" I'll say, "Hey, I'm doing great." And I could be lying through my teeth. You go up to a horse, he's gonna know I'm not doing great. That horse is gonna be on the other side of the paddock. He's not gonna be anywhere near me. You have to learn to breathe. We always forget how much we forget to breathe, or how shallow we breathe. So that horse feels our heartbeat, that horse feels our energy, and it mirrors us. So that's how we start to begin to become self-aware and understand the energy we're giving off. And that's what we take into the outside when we leave here.
Marcelle Leis, I'm the Director of Veteran Services for the Association for Mental Health and Wellness. The association is the non-for-profit organization that oversees the Dwyer Project, which long-term is the Joseph Dwyer Veterans Peer Support Project. So about 6 years ago, while we were still introducing the Dwyer Project, I was introduced to the Warrior Ranch Foundation. And the Warrior Ranch Foundation, for me, was something that I was very interested in learning more about, because I didn't know much about horses. I'm not a horse person, and what the whole concept of equine therapy was. And Eileen and her team gave a presentation to a group of us, and I was so amazed. I came in and I was very nervous. The horse could tell I was very nervous. I didn't know how to even go to the horse, and they walk you through the whole process. So in order for me to be able to do a referral to something like this to another veteran who might be very fragile, I had to know what it was like for myself and my own experience. And again, it transformed the way I looked at this whole process of bring the stress level down, take a breath before you address the horse, and they will respond to you. And it's a step-by-step process. And so the Warrior Ranch Foundation has helped me with my anxieties. And now I'm looking to further my training with them and learn more about horses and equine therapy. And maybe one day I'll even get to ride. I've not done that yet.
I'm Gina Lamb of Iron Horse Fields. This is Ranger. So Warrior Ranch has rescued Ranger. Ranger is 12. We have his papers. He's a quarter horse. He got himself a little bit of a reputation. He started bucking some people off, and they were afraid. They really didn't know what to do with him. And what happens normally is people put them away, and then they learn this bad behavior because nobody fixes the problem. He's a good horse. He has a sweet eye. I can tell just by looking at him. So the involvement for me is to retrain, repurpose for Warrior Ranch, that he goes to the right home. He'll go through an extensive training time with me. It could take 3 months, it could take longer. We practice a lot of natural horsemanship. That works. I could prove it to you over and over again. He has changed so much. He was afraid of even kind of just being touched. He would kind of twitch and didn't like you really kind of going at him quick. And look at him now. He's hanging out with everybody. He's quiet, he's peaceful, he's relaxed.
The red and white one is Butterscotch. This is Schmay. They're both about 15 years old. And what happened was their owner had a medical condition and needed some surgery, so she wasn't gonna be able to take care of them anymore. And so we took them in, and we've been having a lot of fun with them. What's good about having minis here is because some people get a little intimidated by the big horses. So we have them groom the minis, and they do the same type of exercises. They think the bigger horses are more intimidating when these guys can be a little spicier. It's pretty funny. Nice job. Lift the stick. There you go, release. Warrior Ranch started in my backyard and in some private barns in 2016. And now we are here on 6 acres in Suffolk County parkland, which is fantastic. We started out with a handful of participants, and since we've been here in Calverton, in a year, we've doubled our participants. Not only do you learn about horses, you learn about yourself. And he comes, and who?
My takeaway is that there are a lot of horses in need of healing, and there are a lot of veterans in need of healing. And this Warrior Ranch Foundation is a beautiful way to bring those groups together.
Honestly, getting out of the Army, it was hard finding a sense of purpose. But coming here and working with horses and working with the veteran and first responder community has really helped.
Here at Warrior Ranch, I find the camaraderie with other veterans, first responders, EMTs. We are community for each other. I never thought that I would ever have horses in my life, and now I wonder how I could have not.
Learning patience through the horse has helped me just take a step back and say it's okay, and just have more patience.
The Warrior Ranch Foundation has created this concept of helping veterans through rescue horses, where you're bringing together these majestic animals with our country's most important people, our veterans, and they're helping one another.
Afterwards, I feel more comfortable, more relaxed, and more aware of myself, and more aware of my surroundings.
Just the exchange of energy and learning how to place your energy in a positive way and having control over your energy and where it goes was definitely amazing.
By nature, horses are prey animals and humans are predators. So because they're prey animals, their senses are very heightened. Same thing with our veterans and our first responders. Their senses are heightened in the situations that they deal with day in and day out. So there's a parallel. And there's another parallel because we deal with racehorses too. Now, a racehorse was taught to run, 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 run. They are a hero out there on the racetrack. But just like any athlete, if they get injured or if they stop winning, they get put to the side. So there they were, treated like a hero, and then all of a sudden, thanks for winning the races, but please stop running like that. Now that horse doesn't know how to come back into our society, and so that horse has to be retrained and get ground manners and learn how to ride real well in order to be productive. Now let's parallel that to a veteran who gets hurt. He's out there fighting for us every single day, and then he gets hurt and gets put aside to the hospital and has to recuperate. But then all of a sudden, he or she doesn't have the people around them every day, and now all of a sudden they're kind of lost. So it's like we say to our veterans and we say to our horses, hey, thanks for doing that, but now that you're back home, please don't do that anymore. Well, that transition is not that easy. The quarter horse on the left is Cody. Now we call him a resident horse. He's actually my horse, and he's one of the first horses that we used to help the folks because he's well trained. So we need to make sure horses are safe before we put them with veterans. Off to the right, Sully, he is a standard bred. He's about 15 years old. He was a racehorse, he was a trotter. So after his career ended, he went off to the Amish and he worked with the Amish and for about at least 10 years. And horses need a job, and that was his job with the Amish. But then when they're done with them, and he ended up in a kill pen. And he injured his eye, whether it was working or whether it happened in a kill pen, we're not really sure. But because he was a racehorse, he has a tattoo on him. The Standard Bred Rescue Foundation was alerted that he was there, and they take horses like that out, and then we got him. To come here to Warrior Ranch, you don't have to have PTSD or PTS. You just have to be a veteran or a first responder. That's the only requirement to be here. We owe it to our veterans and our first responders because they serve and protect and they defend our freedom every second of every day.